Hi everyone, it's Shelly Singh here. Today I'm going to talk to you about positive affirmations. I'm sure most of you have heard about positive affirmations and I'm sure you have tried it out as well. Now, some people have had great results while using positive affirmations, while there are some who haven't. I personally have tried them and I have seen magnificent results. This house was part of my positive affirmation, and I used law of attraction to get what I wanted. This house ticked most of the boxes that I had thought of and wanted in a house, and there were a couple of things that were not there, but if I had waited, I could have gotten that too. But I was quite happy with all the things that we were getting in this house. So this is one of my law of attraction prizes, I would say, and I am so happy. We are so happy in this house, so I'm really grateful for all the effort that people have put in to put out all the work they've written about law of attraction, positive thinking. And over time, when you start applying these principles, you start learning yourself, as I have. So I would like to help you out and make sure that your positive affirmations, your law of attraction works for you. So one thing that I'm going to say here is that a lot of people think that they are very positive, whereas if you listen to them or when you talk to them, you can see there is a lot of negative connotation behind whatever they say. So let's have a look at what you can do to improve your positive affirmations, to improve your life, to bring about changes or things that you want in your life very quickly into your life. So generally speaking, there are two kinds of people if we divide the whole world into two different kind of groups. So there are people who are positive and there will be people who are negative, in their speech, in their thought, in their actions. So the people who are positive and the people who are negative will have certain or a lot of subsections as well, because there will be people who are positive all the time. And then there are people who are negative all the time. Then there will be people who are positive most of the time and negative most of the time. Then there are people who are positive, but they can become very negative as well, depending on the situation. Same for people who are negative. Generally, they can be a bit positive in certain areas of their life. So once you have these categories, what do you do with them? We know there are people who are positive and negative, but when things start going wrong, what kind of thinking you have can really change the outcome of the situation that you are in. Now, to make it a bit more simpler, I'll explain. So say, for example, when something is going wrong, it could be like you've lost your job, or you are sick, or someone in your family is really sick, or you are going through a breakup in a relationship. So whatever reason it is, it becomes a very stressful period in your life. And when this happens, we generally start to worry, we become fearful of what the results will be. We tend to overthink about things in a negative way. So if you just kind of think about it, most of us do that, don't we? We tend to be more fearful of a situation when things are going wrong, and when things are okay, when things are going well, we tend to forget all about it and we enjoy life generally. So I am hoping that you're not in the category of someone who's going through something major right now, but if you are, unfortunately, these tips that I'm going to share here will help you come out with a positive outcome. So right now, I would like you to stop for a minute and think about yourself. Are you a positive person or are you a negative kind of a person? Who thinks about the worst in any case, in each scenario. So once you've thought about it, keep that in your mind, or you can write it down. I mean, you know what kind of a person you are, generally speaking. But I am going to go deeper into this, and I'm going to then ask you to rethink whether what you thought about in the beginning is the same after listening to what I have to say here. So once you've got the category, whether you're a positive person or a negative person, I'm going to ask you to look at your day, just 24 hours, actually focusing on what you are saying, what you are thinking, and what your actions are saying as well. So it's not just your words that we are looking at. We are looking at your emotions all through the 24 hours. Then we are looking at what you are saying to others. We are looking at what you're thinking. We are looking at what you are doing and what your actions are saying about you. So when you start doing this, I don't want you to start judging yourself. All I want you to do is watch yourself through a period of one day. Now, when you do that, just watch, the time you get up in the morning, from the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed. So that would include getting up and getting ready for work. It could mean getting your children ready, taking them to school, then going to work yourself. So while you're driving, what kind of words come out of your mouth? What kind of emotions come up? What kind of exclamations come out of you? When you're driving, you could be very angry. You might be criticizing others for not driving well, things like that. Then when you get to work, what kind of things do you do or say to your colleagues? Now, I know in a work situation, you'll have to say certain things. It could be a bit critical, but there is a way of putting it across in a better way as well. So, but I want this 24-hour is just for looking and trying to understand what you do through the day. Then when you come back home, when you're getting your dinner ready and things like that, having dinner with the family, the conversations on the dining table, and all those things. If you've gone grocery shopping through the day, what kind of conversation did you have with the person behind the counter? All those things. So keep a mental note of all that you have said through the day. Now, once you've done that, you can kind of get a better idea of whether you are a positive person or you're a negative person. So if you're a positive person, there are certain words or actions or attitudes that come across really clearly. And if you're a negative person, again, the same words, actions, and thoughts come across very clearly when you're looking at it. So I'll give you some examples of positive words or actions and attitudes. So the positive words will be encouraging, they will be forgiving, loving, they'll be humble, they'll be constructive, they will be helpful, optimistic, beneficial, worthwhile, and there'll be praise in it as well. Now, if I have to talk about the negative words, they'll be discouraging, they'll have a gloomy effect, they'll be defeatist, fatalistic, dismissive, uncooperative, cynical, malicious, vindictive, criticizing, complaining all the time. So now that you have two lists, I want you to think about your day and think whether you fall into the first category or you fall into the second category. And once you know that, there's no need to feel bad about yourself or be harsh on yourself, because the main aim right now is to improve. We are trying to improve because once you start understanding how the positive law of affirmation works and the positive attitude works, and you start understanding that you might not be a very positive person, but you think you are, there's scope to change. And once you understand that, you can change yourself and bring a change in your life as well. So now that you have that category, whether you're a positive or a negative person, now I'm going to ask you to then start kind of focusing on the next day. So the first 24 hours, you just looked at yourself and you worked out whether you're a positive person or a negative person. I mean, you could be a positive person most of the time, but then you become negative while driving. You become very angry at others and all that. But all these emotions that are negative are bringing back negative energy towards you. So our aim is to kind of slow down, pause, take a minute, and try and shift the energy towards positive rather than negative. Now, when you have done that, I am going to ask you to start using these words every day in your life. So if you are talking to a colleague, try and use more positive words. The list is there, and be more encouraging. If they have done something wrong, you can tell them nicely and give your feedback in a very constructive and positive way. So by doing all that, you are shifting the energy into a positive state, and then that comes back to you. So if you have read books on law of attraction and the power of positivity, you will know that energy flows where attention goes. So if you're putting your attention towards negative things will keep coming back to you. And if you put your attention towards positive things will come back to you. So if you're continuously talking about, thinking about, or feeling angry, helpless, sad, or unhappy about things, you will be feeling the stress, obviously, because you're talking about negative things, thinking about negative things, but then they are coming back again and again to you, creating it even more in your life. So when you realize that, and if you stop yourself from criticizing others all the time, belittling others all the time, and being worrying about your future all the time, you will start creating a better future for yourself. So start being happy wherever you are right now. So if you have a house, be grateful for that. If you have a car, even if it's not the car that you want, but by being grateful for having something to drive you from one place to another, taking your family around, you should be grateful for that. And once you start being happy right now, you can start improving your future. So you can dream big. Think about what you want, think about the car you want, the house that you want, and be happy right now and be grateful right now. But keep visualizing and keep using positive affirmations, because that will come into your life very quickly. So here I would like to say that the affirmations that you are using every day, the reason they're not working could be that your daily dialogue is very negative. So the daily dialogue is the day that you do all through the day. Every day you are criticizing, you are complaining, you are unhappy, you are sad. So when all these negative aspects are being used all the time, but you're using positive affirmations just say first thing in the morning or last thing at night, they will not be able to bring about the change, because throughout the day, the majority of your day is full of negative thoughts. So get that in your head, and once you start understanding that, and once you start realizing that, that's the step where you can really change things around, and then that's when your positive affirmations become really powerful. So by doing that, you can really turn around your life and bring great results. You can have the job you want, you can have perfect health, you can have loving relationships, you can have children who are really good and hardworking and resilient, and they work towards improving themselves, and you work towards improving your future as well. So by doing this daily, that's the main thing. Yes, you're doing the affirmations daily, but by doing the positive thinking, positive action, positive belief and attitudes, by doing that daily and watching what you are doing and keep staying conscious about it, will really transform your life. So I hope this makes it clear why your positive affirmations are not working for you, and how you can bring about a change in your life by just changing and tweaking what you say all the time. Being mindful about that will really help improve your power of affirmations. So good luck with that. If you have any questions, you can talk to me through one of the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, or through email. My email is shellysingh168@gmail.com. You can subscribe to my channel, let your friends know about it, let your family know about it. I'll be really grateful, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Have a great day. Thank you.